Hey guys, it's time to talk about the Utah Mammoth. After their first season as the Utah Hockey Club, we finally have an actual name that actually makes sense, Utah Mammoth. They finished the season last season with 89 points, 38 wins. Not a bad season considering it was their first sort of season, inaugural season, taking over from the Arizona Coyotes. But they'll be hoping for a much better an improved season this season. Jaden, why don't we have a look at that projected lineup they look to be entering the season with?
Yeah, sure. So some players missing here, but there's Dylan Gunther, Cooley, Paterka, Keller, McBain, Schmaltz, Cruz, Stenland, Yamamoto, Tanev, Agrazino, and then pretty much any other fourth liner you want there. Well, I'll check that in a sec. But in regards to D, we got Sergachev, Marino, Schmidt, Dersey, Cole, Simashev, and Oli Mata as a backup. And then your goalies, Vamelka and Vanacek. Obviously, your depth forwards, you've got O'Brien, Carcone in there as well. So, in regards to additions, free agent signings, they bring in Schmidt, Tanev, Vanacek. And in regards to trades, they bring in Paterka for Darwin and Kesseling. And then they traded out Michelli as well. Um, as the other notable, you could maybe say they traded out Connor Ingram for futures as well if you wanted to add in that there. But all in all, it's going to be an interesting season for them. The lineup looks alright,
I'm
but
I'm I've just noticed that in that depth chart, they're missing Barrett Hayton and Alex Kerfoot. I know Kerfoot is on injured reserve, but still, you'd think Barrett Hayton would be in there. So I'm not
mm,
sure why why
well,
he's
I
missing,
think
but
Kerfoot's
yes.
IR. Um,
Yeah, Kerfoot is IR, but Hayden, I don't know why Hayden wouldn't be showing up in the projected lineup. So,
mm,
yeah, he'll obviously be in the lineup. So that that's your missing spot
yeah,
there.
but all in all, interesting team. They play hard. They play good hockey. They could probably spend a little bit more in regards to forwards. They don't even have anyone over 8 million, which is crazy when you have like Keller on there. But ultimately, I think this team is good. What worries me is the backup goaltending with Vanacek and Thornton. Vermelka can get it done. We have seen Vanacek be the backup to Bobrovsky, I think it was, wasn't it?
For Florida, but
Yeah,
for 7 games.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yes,
But
he's
but
of a cup
they
thing.
still managed to be successful. So
Yeah.
um, maybe Vermelka can do something similar, not to the point of winning the cup, but maybe he could. Um, but yeah, ultimately, what do you think of this team? Do they make playoffs? And if they do make playoffs, are they doing anything? Are they denting anyone in the playoffs?
I don't think so. I think if they did make the playoffs, it would be a wild card spot, and it would sort of just be more for experience. Probably a first round exit. Just try to try and grind out as good as you can, get a win or two, get some experience into some of these young players. Um, and yeah, that'd probably be it. Do I see them making it? I think they'll be competitive. I think they'll be in the race for the wild card, but ultimately, I think that Central Division is way too strong, and I think they're going to struggle and they're going to fall behind the likes of a St. Louis or a Minnesota Wild sort of thing. So you look at it, you got the Jets, Stars, Avalanche. That's probably your top three almost locked. And then you've got the Wild Blues. You've even got the likes of the Predators as well that we don't really know whether they're going to have a bounce back season. And that's not including the teams in the Pacific that they're going to have to compete with for that wild card spot. So I think they'll be in for the challenge. They'll be in it probably up until the end of the season, but I do think that they'll fall short. I think they're just missing a few pieces. As for the backup tending, I agree with you on it. The area that they could win out in is if they can get Vanacek back to his home and away season form of when he was with the Caps and that one season with the Devils, because he was ridiculous in the home and away season, and then he just don't play him in the playoffs, like
Mhm.
just don't play him then. But he was putting up 909s, 911 save percentages in 38, 42 games. I think 50
Yeah,
games with the
this will be the
Devils.
big season for Vanacek if he's serviceable or not. I
Yeah,
think.
you
I think.
only need 30 games out of him, 28, 30 games out of him. And if he can produce somewhat near, just over 900 even, like that will help these guys massively because it's
Mm.
what they sort of struggled with last season is a good backup goaltender. Vermelka was all right. Does he need to improve? Yes. But it came down to just the amount of losses they lost but
Yeah,
when
I think
their
they've shored
backup
up
was
their
in.
D as well. Like I like their D. Their D core. It looks nice. I'm happy with that. You could probably just edit here and there in regards to the forward line. But ultimately it's not bad at all. So that I do think they are a good chance of say like replacing St. Louis in the wild card, um, and I think that's probably their peak. But I do think that that is a really big possibility for this team. I don't know what they would do in playoffs. There's a lot of like I don't think Keller's played playoffs or anything like that. So um,
Oh, he might have been in the play-in that
oh,
stupid COVID
does that really
season.
count?
I no, no, probably not, but that'd be as
But yeah,
close as they would have got. Yeah.
I like the risk on Yamamoto, bringing in Paterka. I know obviously you got Cooley and Gunther, so it looks good. I'm happy with it. Obviously the question mark on the goaltending, uh, question mark on the forwards if they can do it all season. But they play a good hockey system and a hockey game that I think they can do it with this type of roster. Um,
Yeah.
so all in all, wild card. Um, Probably 50-50, depending on how they go. And
Mhm.
re- and I'd say replacing St. Louis. So they're probably that's their big rival, unless
Mm.
Nashville or someone does something crazy. But yeah,
Yeah, I look, it's a good side and they're going about it the right way. They've got the youth coming through. Gunther looks amazing. Cooley, we know how good he's going to be. They haven't got themselves in any real cap trouble yet. Keller's signed to a ridiculously good contract. Gunther's contracts, that's to me is only going to age well. The JJ Paterka contract, I believe that should age well. Paterka should play to at least that contract. So,
it was
they're
7 million. It's
doing
pretty cheap. There's the new 5 million, as well.
exactly. And, you think about what JJ Paterka did last season for an underperforming Sabres. He was just shy of a point a game. Even if he did that, even if he got 70 points in 82 games every year for the rest of that contract, it's more than what the contract's worth.
Mm,
Um, same with Gunther and Keller. So their contracts are all really, really on point. They haven't overspent anywhere. I'll be interested to see what Logan Cooley gets. Um, but I don't think these guys are too far away. I think they're probably another season or two into Gunther and Cooley,
yeah.
and and that's where I think
I
they'll
I
sort of
guess we'll
really hit
finish
their
off with
strap.
this question to you. Do you think Keller gets 100 points this season? Do you reckon he has it in him? 90 last year. Is it 76, 86? With a team that's getting a little bit better, does he hit 100?
I think he's got it in him. He has been a player that has just, especially since sort of taking the captaincy as well. He's just gone to another level. A lot of people take the captaincy and they sort of see a dip in their production, a dip in their performance because they're focused on other things. He's not. He seems to be going to another level. Um, and I think he can, but it's going to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him finish on like a 99 and fall just
Yeah,
agonizingly short.
yeah. No, that's good.
Um,
All right. I guess we'll leave it there. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you think of the Utah Mammoths, not hockey club, and yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. But till next time, we'll catch you guys.
See you guys.